That's why I wore the shirt. It ain't never me. It's always you. You come over here and you think somebody got time to play, and I don't have it to do. I am a very, let me be clear, very jealous woman over my man. I will fight a hoe over my man. I will fight your ass. I will fight his ass. I will fight him. If you cross me, I will take it there. I got time. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I got time today. I'm on some bullshit. I'm on some demon shit. I'm on some demon time. I'm trying to work on it, y'all. God working on me. He working. But stay away from me.
I think she's done. I think she's done. Are you, like, medically speaking, are you, I think she's done.
I just talked a mouthful for 40-something minutes, probably an hour. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If you have, I thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing my stuff. I appreciate y'all so much. I thank y'all so much for your comments. Y'all are so sweet to me. On all my stuff, even my old videos, I reply based on all my comments. It don't matter if it's an old video from a long time ago. If you comment, I'm gonna comment back. And I love you guys so much for that. I appreciate y'all. And without further ado, if you haven't already, got your drink, got your snack, got your herbal essence, get your stuff so we can get right into the video. Let me get into the story, because that's what y'all clicked on it for. Because I go off on a tangent, child. If you haven't joined my membership, go join my membership. It is videos up on my membership. I will also make a video, if it's probably up already, that right after I did this video, before y'all seen this one, I did a video and I was talking about the stalker hoe. I'm probably gonna go on and sit and talk to y'all while I'm like laying in the bed. I'm not gonna lay in the bed, but I'm about to do some stuff on my laptop. So I'm gonna just talk to y'all, maybe put on some stuff, some music and shit, and we're gonna vibe a little bit. We're gonna just talk, because it's stuff that I just want to talk. So if you're in a membership, go ahead and join. And yes, I love you either way. So this man was married. Let's jump in it. This man was married. This man was married. And I already told y'all about them couples that when I was on a dating app, these couples would I can't talk right. Proposition, that's the word, me for a good time. And if you don't know what that is, then I don't know what to tell y'all. A good time. I don't know why they thought that I was down for that. I don't want to share you. I don't want your man. I don't like women. I like men. I love men, okay? Good strong one at that. I don't want no woman, and I don't want to share your man. I don't care. I don't. But anyway, he made it seem like his wife was cool with him having women friends and like coming to the crib and shit. Yeah, he made it seem like she would be cool with that, but it just didn't make sense, because I'm like, what? Anyway, let's get into this. He worked at my job. He worked in the warehouse. I drove trucks. I told y'all. Whatever he did, he was high up in that job, because his hours was like 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. But he would be there at 3 a.m. and I would be coming in at that time. So he would always wait on me to come. The first time that I noticed him, where he made it for me to notice him, was he was in the office and he walked out of the office and he looked at me and he kept walking. When I came back to work, I think like a few days later, it wasn't right away. That's the yard man. If y'all hear that noise, that's the people cutting my grass. I'm sorry, it's pretty loud. But he made it like known, because he told one of my coworkers that, like, the coworker came up to me and was like, oh, we gonna name him Taurus because that's his sign. He's a Taurus. It's like, oh yeah, Taurus had asked about you. And I'm like, who is that? I don't even know who that is. He's like the guy that work at night. Like, I mean, he works early in the morning, so he be seeing you when you come in. And I'm like, I told him, I don't know who you're talking about. So he was like, anyway, he asked about you. And I'm like, what'd he say? And he's like, he was like, who's that? He described what you look like. He said he described you from all the way down, tee, clothes, everything. And he was like, who is that stallion? And I'm like, and he's like, yeah. He said, who's that stallion? And we was like, that's Joe. But I told y'all they call me JoJo. But he was like, I told him Joe. And then he was like, oh yeah, that's a fine stallion right there. So he was like, yeah, I think he, you know, he kind of like you a little bit. Now, this guy who told me this, right? He knew that dude was married, but they don't be giving a damn. Those people do not care, because let me tell you this person was cheating on his girl at the job. We ain't gonna talk about that, because we could get into it, but I ain't really know all of that stuff. But he was cheating on her, and then it was a whole big old thing, but I didn't even know. I had no clue, because I don't really be seeing him like that. But it don't matter. But you know, even if you don't see, because look, we about to go on a rabbit hole. Even if you don't see it and the person know y'all connected, like she knew I saw him at work, but she didn't know how I saw him or when I saw him or whatever. She was just like, do you be seeing him with a girl or da-da-da? And I'm like, no, never. He was moving dirty but smart. But he knew that was married. He knew he was married. But he just was like, whatever. Okay, I told y'all that he knew I had recently became a widow. So he knew or whatever, because I was gone from my job for about a month, 5 weeks at the, no, I was gone, yeah, like 5-6 weeks I was gone from my job. I came back like the first week of July, and I was gone from the last week of May all the way to like the first, so like 6 weeks I was at my job. And he was looking for me, and then I guess they told him like she had a, you know, passing or whatever, da. So he was just like, oh, okay. So when he found that out, he was like, okay, let me see what, like, let me try her, like, let me see. He would make like little, like anytime he saw me, he would come up to me, he would say stuff to me or whatever, but it never was like pushy. It was just like, oh, I'm trying to get to know her, but I don't want to make it like obvious, if you get what I'm saying. Like he would ask me like little questions here and there. He would try to talk to me, but I always be like, oh, I'm sleepy, I'm gonna go home and go to sleep, I'm tired, I'm about to go. He'd be like, okay, enjoy your sleep, drive safe, da. One day he decided, I'm gonna try to talk to her a little bit longer, so I'm gonna walk with her to her car. So he walked with me out the door, and he was talking to me. He was just like asking me like how old I was. And then when I told him how old I was, he didn't believe me. He was like, damn, you don't look, because I was 30, well, how old was I? 36? Yeah, I was 36. So I'm like, how old was I? Because I was 35 when I got the job. I was 36. He's like, oh shit, you 36? And then he told me he was, because he was 10 years older than me. So he was 46. So I was 36, he was 46. And he was just like, oh yeah, you 10 years older than, I'm 10 years older than you. And I'm like, oh, you are? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, you don't look like it. He didn't look like it. I mean, you know, black don't crack. He didn't look 46 at all. He looked younger, and it's because he always kept his hair cut. Like he had one of those hairs the young boys wear, their hair be out and they take the sponge and sponge it down, do that. And he was a barber. On top of doing that, he cut hair too. So he cut his own hair. So he hairline always fresh, beard always fresh. His hair, like he always was like nice, clean cut dude, like whatever. But so he was telling me, oh yeah, you 10 years older than me. He's like, you don't even look that. I told him he didn't look his age. He was like, you don't look your age, whatever. So we talked, whatever, walked to the truck, walking to my car, and I'm talking to him, and then he was just like, yeah, if you need anything, you know, anything for whatever, blah, blah, blah. He's like, just let me know, blah, blah. He's like, I'm gonna give you my number, because if something go on with the truck, you could just let me know. He's like, sometimes we ride with y'all. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. If something going on, they'll make us go with y'all, but it's like they have to approve it for me to ride with you. That's what he kind of told me. And I'm like, oh, okay. That was new to me. I ain't know, but I only been there 10 months. I don't know how it really go down. I just know what I'm used to seeing, but I don't know what's really going on. I'm still like fresh, you know? So he was like, yeah. So he got my number off of that. So then time is going on, and every now and again he sent me a text. Oh, did you bake? Did you sleep well? Are you okay today? How was your night? Da da da. And I'm like, this man, I'm like, this is not what you got my number for. You got my number for if something go on with this truck, not to be turned around. So then I was like, I should have never got it. Why did I give him my number? I could have just told him no, or I could have just been like, why? Like, I wasn't thinking when I was like, okay, I wasn't thinking at all, not at all. So then he tells me he been married because I saw a ring on his finger. So I'm like, oh, you got a ring. This was like another random day, because I would see him damn near every single day. So he was like, yeah, I'm married. I've been married for like 23 years, something like that, some long ass time. And I'm like, dang. And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, you got kids? He was like, no, they don't have kids. I'm like, y'all never had kids? And he told me no, they never had kids because something with her and getting pregnant, they had some kind of, like, so she never got pregnant. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah. And he told me where they stay at, and he's like, they got a nice house, they live a good life. She been working, because he would always tell me, what do I be wearing? He always asked me what perfume or what did I wear, because he's like, my wife works at a counter for some department store. I don't remember, but it was a department store. He was like, she worked at the counter and she get perfumes and stuff. He was like, what is that you got? And I'm like, I don't tell what I wear, because I'm not ever gonna tell you so you can have your hoe in my shit. No. So I'm like, he's like, it ain't no disrespect, but no, you're not gonna have your woman smelling like me. No, it's not gonna ever happen. No. So I'm like, I don't tell what I wear, but I'm like, I appreciate you can still smell it. And he was like, yeah, I can smell it. I can smell it. He's like, you smell good. It smell good. You always smell good. He's like, you always look nice. You always smell good. You always got your nails done. It's like, I be seeing you, Joe. I be seeing you. And I'm like, okay. So then it got to whenever I would come in, he would always be like, because he found out where I stayed at. Because I don't know, he asked me how far you gotta drive to go home. This was a random night. He's like, how far you gotta go? And I told him the area I live in. He's like, dang, that's far. And I'm like, yes, I drive over an hour to get to work. It sounds crazy, but I did. So he was like, dang, you live far. He was like, I be in that area all the time. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm in a club for my car. He's like, I'm in a Corvette club. He's like, we always meet at this restaurant in your area. He's like, one day you need to come out. I was like, okay, yeah, just let me know. That was on some humbug stuff. That wasn't on no real, like, you know, you said that to people like, oh yeah, let me know when you had something, and your ass know you ain't finna go, or you ain't about to do nothing with that, but you just say it just because it's just conversation, but it's not like set in stone. Like, that's not something you really trying to do. You understand what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, yeah, let me know. Let me know. So then one day he let me know several times. It'd be on some random stuff. He'll send me a message on that Saturday and he'll be like, what you doing? And I'll be like, oh, I'm about to do da. He'll be like, oh, come out. I'm gonna be out at this time. He's like, come ride. You can come ride with me. Just leave your car at the place and we come ride with me. We gonna ride to Galveston, or we gonna ride here. We gonna do that. And I'm like, no, I got this to do, or no, or I'll tell him I did not know, I got plans already, I just say anything, because I don't want to be around you. I don't fuck with married people. I don't. So I'm like, no. And I did not like him like that. On top of that, he wasn't my type, and he was older. And I also told him this too, when he was like making these like little flirty comments to me, and I was like, I don't date older men. If they older, they gotta be like real close to my age. Now I'm 41, so 46 ain't that crazy to look at now that I'm 41, but 36 and 46 is not, no, I'm not doing it. So I was like, no. And then I was like, your wife gonna be okay with you talking to me and doing all this? He was like, yeah, she fine with it. She know I got women friends and I got homegirls that come to the house. He's like, as a matter of fact, he's like, if you're not doing nothing, he's like, one of these Saturdays you can come over. He's like, you can even bring your girls if you want to. It's like, come over, y'all get in the pool. He's like, I got a pool in my house. You can come and get in the pool. I was like, I told him I would never do that. I would never do all this ass I'm dragging. I'll never be in a bathing suit around you. Hell no. No. I wouldn't disrespect your wife. And it ain't nothing. It's disrespect because I'm in her house and I ain't got no clothes on. Because if I got on a bathing suit, I'm damn naked. And I'm not finna do that. Because I would be mad if my husband was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna invite some of my friends, they women, da da da, at the house, and they got bikinis and bathing suit asses all out. Hell no. And then we drinking. I'm gonna be twerking and bouncing ass in the water and shit. No, I'm not finna do it. No, hell no. I'm fighting. I'm gonna fight him and I'm gonna fight them hoes. Like, I'm fighting. I told him, I was like, that's disrespectful. I'm like, I would never do that. He's like, it ain't disrespectful. We got that kind of relationship. And I'm like, what that mean? What kind of relationship? He's like, I kind of do what I want. And she don't be tripping. She don't worry. She know I'm coming to her. So it's nothing like that. If I go out and hang out with you, I want to have some drinks with you and I want to hang out with you, she'll be fine with it. And I'm like, oh, no, that sounds like no, I wouldn't do it. He's like, you wouldn't do it? You wouldn't hang out? You wouldn't come to the house? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, if she come in there, she not going to say nothing. She going to just introduce herself to you. And I'm like, no, I would not do that. No. I'm like, no, that just wouldn't work for me. I wouldn't do that. So he just was like, the offer stands anytime. Just come on. It's cool. He's like, I don't have kids. He was like, we don't have children. It ain't nothing like that. We got a good relationship. We've been together for so long. Da, da, da. That's where I'm at. I ain't going nowhere. She know that. This is what it was. And I'm like, this sounds like some open relationship shit. And that's cool if that's what you on, but that's not what I'm on. I don't do that. I'm not, no. So I just was like, no. So then he started popping up when I would pull my truck. It's like he waiting on me to come. So he would pop up and he would walk to my truck as I'm backing up. He'd be standing like right there on the side. And then he'd be like, roll your window down. And I'm like, what? It's 3 a.m. What the fuck do you want with me right now? My mind ain't even focused no more. I'm ready to, my mind is like, hey, it's time to go to bed. It's time to go to the crib. It's time to eat something and lay down. It ain't time to, I don't want to talk to you. What is it? He'd just be like, how was your drive? How was your day? Was it okay today? Everything was good with your truck? He's like, I just wanted to come see you. I just wanted to come say something to you. Da, da, da. And I'd just be like, this man here. Or he would wait on me, and then if I'm on the phone and I'm pointing to my ear and he not getting the hint, he want to still talk to me. And then my boyfriend is like, who is that nigga? That's exactly his words. Who is that nigga in the background? Why is it somebody right there right now? It's 3 a.m. What the fuck they got going on? Why is they even running in your face? Why are they in your face? And I'm like, I don't know. Let me see what he want. I'm like, what is it? I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. I'm like, I'm on the phone with my boyfriend. He's like, oh, you on the phone? I ain't mean no disrespect. I just wanted to tell you this, that, and the other, but I'll talk to you about it another time. I said, okay. My boyfriend was like, that nigga better find something to do. I'm like, I don't know what he got going on. So then his schedule changed. So he started working the evening. So he would have to be there at like 3 until midnight. Yeah. So I come in at 6. So he would take his break at 6 just so he could see me when I come, because I would go in the break room every single day. I would get ice. I would get coffee. I would put my stuff in my bag. I had my little driver bag in my phone. I got to make sure all my stuff, I'm doing all my shit before I get ready to get in my truck and pre-trip and go. He would be watching me through the window, because it's a big old break room. So it's a window. You can see when I pull up. I remember when I first got my car I got now, he was like, ooh, because I got a luxury car. So he saw it and he's like, ooh, I see you in a big da-da-da. He's like, damn, Joe. He's like, that bug is nice. And he's like, you gonna let me drive it? I said, no. Like, the only person gonna drive that car is me and my nigga. That's it. And if I even allow him to drive it. But I'm like, I'll let him drive it. But no, ain't nobody gonna drive that car. Nobody's driving my car. Hell no, because ain't nobody gonna pay if that shit get fucked up. Like, why would I let you drive it? He's like, I'll let you drive mine. I'm like, I don't want to drive your car. I'm cool. I got my own. I don't want to drive your car. He's like asking me questions about, because I had a Cadillac too. He was like, you still got your Cadillac? I'm like, no, I gave the Cadillac and got this. And then he was just like, what about your charger? Because I had a charger too. And I said, I still got the charger. but I got my luxury car. So he was just asking me like questions about the car and da-da-da. Then he was just like, damn, I see, but let me hold some. That, like, you know, saying all that stuff. And I was just like, whatever. So then he was like, this was like maybe some days before the weekend. He's like, what you doing on Saturday? I said, I don't know yet. Because I didn't know. I don't remember having anything going on. He was like, you don't want to ride to Galveston? And I was like, no. Why? He was like, my club, we gonna ride to Galveston. He's like, I want you to come. And I'm like, he said, you don't even gotta come. He's like, you could just meet me at the place I told you. He's like, we do all of, like, we show our cars off and then we go out to Galveston. And I'm like, I'll see. I had contemplated on it, and then I was like, no, I didn't do it. I didn't go. And then I had told him, I was like, I'm not gonna, I told him, I'm like, I'm not gonna hang out with you outside of this place because you got a wife. I don't want to deal with nobody that's married. I don't even want to deal with you in that way of a friend, because I know you're not looking at me like a friend. You're looking at me as like you would smash on me. And I don't want that, because I'm with somebody and I don't want them doing this. Like, I always be thinking like, would I be okay if he did it? And no, I would not be okay with that. I would never be okay with him if a bitch was like, come ride with me to Galveston, come pull up on it and you can come. No, I would be mad as fuck at him. And then I'd be like, what you tell this bitch? You know, that type of stuff. So I'm like, no. So I'm like, what I'm giving out is what I need to be, what I want is what I need to be giving out. That's what I meant to say. What I want is what I need to be giving out. So I was just like, you don't need to be calling me unless it's about the job or texting me about anything about the job. So then he was just like, okay, I respect it. I respect your relationship if that's who you want to be with and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, what does that mean? If that's who I want to be with. He's like, you just with him for right now, but that don't mean da-da-da. He's like, y'all not married and da-da-da. He could be doing whatever he want to do, playing that shit. And, you know, motherfucker throw salt in your shit. He could be dealing with so-and-so. He could be doing all this, that, and the third. He could be doing, you don't know. You should be moving the same. If somebody move, I'm like, what is he saying? What is he saying to me? Throwing salt. I wasn't listening because, you know, I had them goggles. I mean, you know, I had them blinder goggles on. I wasn't trying to hear that shit. I don't want to hear. Don't tell me what this nigga could be doing, like putting stuff in my head. And then I be asking questions like, what the fuck? Are you really doing this? Or like, you trying to mess up what I got going on. I ain't allow it. It's just a thought that, like, why would you say all that stuff to me and then be talking about you don't know what he doing. He could be doing this, that, and third. You can't be with him 24/7. It's like, what? So eventually I just started like avoiding him. So if I knew I came in at 6 and I knew he was out there and he seen me, I wouldn't even go in the break room no more. I would just get my shit at the gas stations. I would stop at. I would just stop at the gas station, get what I need, my ice, and I go on about my business. Cause I was like, I don't want to be dealing with him. I'm tired of him running out, trying to talk to me, throwing salt, saying little subliminals to me, then telling me his wife is cool with us and we could kick it at his crib and And I'm like, this is supposed to be, only reason why you supposed to have my number was for work purposes. It wasn't supposed to be for anything else. But he did not listen to that. And then he would make gestures and say stuff to people like, oh, that's gonna be mine, she gonna be mine. And then they would come back and tell me that. And I'm like, be mine where? Like, first of all, I don't fuck with older people. It's nothing against them. It's just, I'm not attracted to nobody older. If you older, you better be, I'm talking about, you better not look your age. You better look like, I can't tell how old you are. I'm guessing and it's wrong every time. It better be that type of look. And then you better have style. I mean, you better know how to dress. You better know how to put that stuff on. You better be looking like something. I don't want nobody that look older and act old and want to sit in the, and he wasn't the person that sit in the house and do all that. I just don't want that. I want somebody that's still got some type of spunk to them, you know, and spice to them. I don't want nobody that, no, if I'm over here youthful looking and I don't act young, but I also don't act old. You know, I got like a good little balance. I know how to balance the room, if that makes sense. I was just like, no, if I be with somebody older, it ain't gonna be you. He gonna be something. He gonna be something real serious if I fuck with an older dude. So he just was like, he just would say little things to me, and I'm just like, you're not even on the market. Like, why is you even putting yourself in the equation? You're not single. You are married. You say you got all, and then he started telling me all his problems. That's another thing. He started telling me all his issues. Oh, we went to marriage counseling. Oh, we did this. Oh, and I know what the tactic is. You're trying to get me to be like, oh, this, and pull at them little strings. That ain't gonna work over here. It ain't gonna work over here. I already see through your shit. I see through it. It's bull. It's shit. It stank over there, and I ain't falling for it. So I just was like, well, I'm not finna answer him no more. I'm finna block him in a few minutes. I'm finna block his ass, because there's no reason for you to be hitting me up if it ain't nothing about work. So then he just slowly started picking up what I was putting down, and he stopped hitting me up. He stopped talking to me. Like, he would talk to me at work, but it would never be nothing outside of work. We had a bad like storm, like a winter storm, and like I think it was 2022. I think it was 2022 or 20. I think 2022 and 2021, because we just had another one this past January. But we had like a little storm or whatever, and he was sending me messages about that, because that's when everybody pipes was busting and stuff like that, and he was asking me about that and asking me how was my family and da-da-da, and I told him we was fine or whatever. And then it just slowly started to like fade out. Like, he wouldn't hit me up no more. When he finally seen that I had a man, like for real, like he didn't see him, but he heard him, and he heard him say, who's that nigga? He completely stopped. He stopped flirting, because he would say like little flirty things, but I would just be like, He said little flirty things, and I told you that stuff don't bother me. Like, when guys do certain things, that don't faze me or don't make me be like, oh my God, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. I just be looking at them like, if I don't like them, I don't give them any type of feedback or anything. I just keep it like mute. I mean, like straight. I don't give into that. That stuff does not move me. I don't care. I don't like you like that, so it doesn't matter. But if I like you, I give all the energy. You're gonna know all of it. I'm gonna give it all to you. Like, you ain't gonna have to worry a question, because I'm gonna flirt right back with you. I'm gonna seduce your ass and all type of shit. I'm gonna do it all. But if I don't, and then I'm like, and you're married. But let me tell you this. This guy was doing it, but it was another one that was doing it, and he got so mad. I'm not even gonna make a story time about him, but he got so fucking mad. This guy told me, this guy came up to me. He was finna quit. He came up to me. I didn't know he was quitting. He made it seem like it was something else about trying to get his CDL. I think I made a story time about it, but I'm gonna just briefly make a little comment about it, because this is another married person. Made a brief comment. He told me about the CDL. I wasn't the only person. He asked me, he asked my other coworkers, he asked 3 of us, because we all started at the same time. We had built like a little, like, he would text me and ask me stuff about like questions about the how to get it and stuff. But I told him I had my CDL since 2006. 2006, I got my CDL. I don't know shit. No, 2005. Either 5 or 6, I got my CDL. I don't remember. It was one of them years I got it. But I told him the way that I got it and the way that it is now, they are not the same. They are completely different. Like, I did not have to do no under the hood shit. I ain't have to do none of that. Like, no, we didn't do that. That's not what we did in the early 2000s. It was completely different. I was telling him it was completely different. I was telling him stuff like that. So he was getting into my good, like, he was sinking his claws into me, but he was doing it through trying to get advice about getting a CDL. After he established all of that, he started to ask me other stuff. Like, he wanted to know things about me, and I'm such a people person. Like, if your vibe is good and you're cool, it's nothing for me to be like, oh yeah, like, we just chopping it up and we talking. It ain't nothing serious. Like, I didn't look at him like somebody I would be like, oh, I'm gonna try to get to know him. I think he attractive, da da da. It was none of that. It was completely focused on questions about the CDL shit. It started to become, let me get to know her. Let me see. Because the way he had came at me sideways and was like, we got a connection. You know, and I know that we got a connection. I said, who is we? And how we got a connection? Because a connection is two people, right? Two people have to know they got a connection. I guess I'm not on the list or the same playing field as you, because I don't know what connection you talking about. We cool, we talk, we got a good vibe, we got a good rapport with each other. You know, my energy is everything. Yes, you like that, but I don't find you attractive. I had to tell him straight up. I'm like, I don't look at you like that. I don't look at you as somebody romantically that I would want to be involved with. I don't look at none of that. I just thought you was a cool person. You asked me about the CDO shit. You asked me, could you text me about stuff? I told you, cool, yeah, you can. I seen you do it with 3 people. It was 3 of us. He got all of our numbers. He did it with every last one of us. But it was, you're plotting. Then when I call you out about your wife, you want to get in your feelings and tell me, oh, I only was with her because I need this, this, and that done. But I don't really want to be with her. It's just convenience. See, I don't respect that, because do she know that? Like, no. Like, so, no. Leave me alone. If you're married, I don't want your ass. I'm not interested, okay? I'm cool. I done did my share. I don't want nothing to do with nobody who got a man who is taken, who somebody claiming, climbing, fighting, will do all kind of shit behind your ass. If you ain't single, nobody ain't claiming you, do not come over here. Leave me alone, because it never be me. It's always you. It ain't never me. That's why I wore the shirt. It ain't never me. It's always you. You come over here and you think somebody got time to play, and I don't have it to do. I am a very, let me be clear, very jealous woman over my man. I will fight a hoe over my man. I will fight your ass. I will fight his ass. I will fight him. If you cross me, I will take it there. I got time. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I got time today. I'm on some bullshit. I'm on some demon shit. I'm on some demon time. I'm trying to work on it, y'all. God working on me. He working. But stay away from me. Cause I don't want to, no, leave me alone. So he got real mad at me. He was telling me about me. But I'm like, you the one married. What are you talking about? You're the one married, sir, not me. I don't owe nobody a damn thing. I am not married. I can do what the fuck I want to do, how I want to do it. And you can't tell me a motherfucking thing. You're not my nigga. In the way you're acting, I wouldn't. He's like, we got a connection, and I know you feel it too. And I know I don't feel shit. I thought we was friends and cool. I thought that's why I can't be friends with men. I cannot do it. I can't be friends. They don't want to be my friend. They be trying to smash some shit over here. They ain't trying to be my friend. They want to get me drunk. They want to touch on my butt. They want to feel on these hips and this waist, and they want to pull me in and talking about your skin so soft and your skin. No, stay away from me. Stay away from me. Anyway, that's all I wanted to tell y'all. That's gonna be this is Monday shenanigans, okay? I hope y'all like what I'm dropping. I'm about to send y'all. I mean, not send y'all. I'm about to make another video, but I gotta figure out what I'm gonna talk to y'all about. It's a few things that I want to talk about, but I gotta figure out, do I want to talk about it in order, or do I want to just drop it and it don't matter how the fuck it come out? I'm gonna figure it out. But I'll have something for y'all tomorrow. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next upload. Bye.